Yo, 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 it's the 15th of September, a little bit longer than the 20 odd days that I said that I'd wait, but it's adjustment day today. You know, a little bit apprehensive, but feeling pretty positive, feeling pretty happy. I've just got a feeling that this afternoon I'm going to be a bit like, again, you know, because of the discomfort that comes with adjusting them. But I might be wrong, I might be pleasantly surprised, but I've got a feeling I might not be as well, So yeah, in this video we're going to talk about adjustments, filing, bands, sensitive teeth, what people notice and what people don't, brushes and other useful tools. I just want to say, if you've got any questions or comments, then leave them in the comments box below and I'll try my best to answer them back or do an actual video blog about your topic. So yeah, please do that because it sort of gives me something to talk about, and I just want to help, you know, that is quite important. I do want to help other people because I know it's a big decision. So, you know, I watched a few YouTube channels before I actually sort of pushed the button and went for it. So if I can help and give back like was given to me, you know, that's important. So yeah, do it. Like I said earlier, so it's adjustment day, so they're going to go in, change the bands, which I believe will put a little bit extra strain on my teeth to move them a little bit more aggressively. That sounds a bit dangerous, but I don't think it's that bad. They're going to change the bands because the bands get discoloured. They have gone slightly a little bit yellow, but it has been 5 or 6 weeks, so I was expecting that. I'm not bothered by it, you know. I've moved away from, I've not eaten any curries since I've had them on. I've stopped drinking tea and coffee, which has really fucking helped my teeth. My teeth are really white compared to what they used to be. They used to be like yellow all the time, and I did have a few people actually comment on that, and I stopped probably stopped. I think I actually stopped on the day I got them done. Yeah, I think I did. I stopped on the day I got them done, and my teeth have got whiter and whiter and whiter, and I am probably brushing 3 times a day. You know, I brush after every meal as I was sort of told to do, and I've been using a bit of whitening toothpaste, and I've noticed a difference. You know, they're a lot whiter than what they used to be. They definitely are. So yeah, so I want to talk about sensitive teeth. At the moment they are fine. I can eat pretty much whatever I want. The only thing that I struggle eating is something like a burger. If I was going to take a massive bite out of that, then I would be worried that they'd catch on the actual blocks, and they can potentially rip the wire out and rip the bands. But apart from that, I have actually had a burger and I did manage to get through it, but it was a bit tricky. It wasn't that enjoyable, do you know what I mean? Because I was conscious about the braces. But apart from that, everything else has been fine. You know, I can eat nuts. I haven't had any chewing gum. I don't, you know, I'm on a proper health kick at the moment, do you know what I mean? I'm not eating any chocolate, or really any ice cream, you know. So what was I going to say about chocolate? So I've not eaten any chocolate. I imagine that'll get all gacked up around the braces and stuff like that, so I didn't really want to go there. I was advised by the orthodontist not to eat too much sugary stuff because it can cause like, you see where the little blocks are around there? It can cause, it's like a stain, but where it can actually corrode the actual tooth, and I didn't really want that. Like, she showed me a photo of somebody, like a young child that had it done. They had all like little squares on their teeth where the block was, and it had corroded. So I mean, I haven't drunk any Coca-Cola, any carbonated drinks, anything sugary. I've had a couple of milkshakes, but you know, that's nothing, you know, compared. Like, I used to drink a lot of Coca-Cola, if I'm honest, like at least a bottle a day. It's like a 500ml bottle a day, but you know, I don't drink any of that crap now. And another good benefit just on the side is that I used to feel really tired and lethargic. I used to have a lot of headaches. I don't get any headaches now, and I feel so much better. I used to get, do you know what? Another thing, God, yeah, it's actually made a lot of difference. Is I used to get quite anxious, but not really over anything serious. You know, I just felt a bit scatty all the time, and a little bit, you know, like my heart was racing a lot, and that, you know, I was drinking probably about 10 cups of tea a day, and I'd have a bottle of Coke, you know, most days. And I must admit, I didn't feel right until I'd at least had a cup of tea, and now I feel fine, you know, I feel really energetic. And looking back on the videos, I actually think I feel better and I look better, and my whole persona is you know, it's increased. I feel a hell of a lot better. I'm not gonna lie, the first couple of weeks it was hard. After that it got a lot better. I did have a bit of a headache to begin with. I felt a bit, you know, tired and grumpy, and I think it was picked up on at work that I was being a bit grumpy. But, you know, I'm alright now, and I think, you know, I know I feel better, and people have been saying I seem a lot happier, so, you know, that's a mixture of teeth and less caffeine and probably a better diet and a bit more exercise, do you know what I mean? So it's all good. So yeah, so, you know, it was sensitive for the first 2 or 3 weeks, but after that it settled right down. You know, no complaints now. The adjustments may flare that up, I'm not sure, we'll have to see. So I'm guessing that people are worried about the aesthetic look through other people's eyes. What I've come to notice is nobody notices. And I can say that quite confidently. Nobody notices. Or if they do notice, they don't say nothing. I have not had one single person come up to me and look at me and say, "Oh, you've got braces on." I've had to either tell them, or they've noticed right at the beginning when I was speaking really funny, my mouth was getting used to it. And that wasn't really that they'd noticed. I think they've just sort of like, it was my consciousness that was going, I had to tell them before they were looking. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so I was like quite self-conscious of it. But since then, a lot of people still don't even realise I've got them on. And when I mention it, they're like, "What? You've got braces?" And then they come and have a look and they're like, "Wow, I didn't even realise you had them on." And that is the blanket truth. Do you know what I mean? I'm glad I didn't go for the metal ones, because that, you know, that is obvious. These ones are like clear, they're all white. I'm not too sure. But because I've not been drinking tea and carbonated drinks and that, they seem to sort of merge in quite a bit better. So I'm really, you know, I'm chuffed about that. I'm really happy. Whether I'd have gone for Invisalign now, you know, it's $1.5 grand more. I don't think I would have. You know, now knowing what I know now, I'm glad that I haven't had to spend that extra bit of money, and it's going to be quicker as well. So that, you know, it is a bit annoying that you've got to go in after every single meal and brush them off, but it's not that big a deal. Do you know what I mean? I take a pack to work with me, which basically has in toothbrush, one of them little brushes, and some toothpaste. And they go in a little bag, and that goes to work with me. And when I've been out for a few meals, and basically I stick one of those in my wallet. And then after I finish my meal, when I'm in a restaurant, I'll go in and give it a good old cleaning around in between the teeth, up and behind, swill my mouth out of water, spit it down a drain, and it doesn't, that's it, you know, takes about a minute, if that. It's no problem, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? Alright, the Invisalign ones, I think you have to take them off and you can scrub around them and put them back in, and obviously you can't see it, but yeah, I don't know, I'm not that bothered. Do you know what I mean? I said in one of my other videos that if I was working with customers all the time, front facing, that I would probably feel different, and I'd still stick with that, you know, I probably would feel a bit different, but with my job, it don't really matter. It's fine. I don't see that many people that, it doesn't really matter anyway, you know, I doubt that anybody really gives a shit. I mean, nobody gives a shit. They don't. Everybody's too busy in their own little world, you know, doing their own thing, so, nah, I don't give a shit. Nobody gives a shit. We don't give a shit. Do you know what I mean? Just do what you got to do, man. It's your life. Yeah, I haven't really got a lot more else to say about it, really. You know, I'd like to make an amazing blog with loads of content, but, you know, it's about a journey, isn't it? It's about getting through it. You know, one thing I suppose that's been playing on my mind is whether the finished result will look good right at the end. And again, that will be a personal thing that I will have to decide at the end. You know, I stupidly went online and had a look at veneers. And the reason I did that, I suppose, is I saw somebody smile on TV and they had such an amazing smile, and I was like, damn, that's exactly what I want. Do you know what I mean? I want that cracking, beautiful Hollywood smile. You know, I started teeing up how much it was going to cost, and it probably cost about the same amount again as what I've got now. But I've decided, after a little bit of obsessing about it, is that I will wait until the end. I will see what they're like at the end. I will talk to the orthodontist at the end. I will probably live with the teeth how they are and see how I actually feel, and I'll go through there. My main concern, I'll share this with you guys, is the fact that this tooth here, the gum has receded and it's a lot higher than this one. They have said that they can like file it down here. And also, what they've said is, when all the teeth are straightened, that the whole look, because it'll all be looking better. It kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's because they're all looking better. You'll feel better about them, and they'll look nicer together. Do you know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. I know what I mean. Whether it's come across that way or not, I'm not too sure. But when it's all looking better, it's kind of like the whole big picture looks better. Yeah. So I'm hoping that's how I'll feel afterwards. If not, then I will consider getting veneers. So that's one thing I think you should consider above maybe getting braces. But you'll have to talk to somebody who knows what they're talking about. You know, I have very limited experience, 6 weeks experience of having them on. You know, an orthodontist will have them, might have had them themselves, but they'll have obviously all the experience of putting them on loads of people and seeing all the end results. My orthodontist thinks they'll get a good end result, and she did mention something about putting some filler if I wanted to have them so they were like matching in line. But again, I'm just going to wait until the end and see how it feels now. I'm not going to obsess about it anymore. I just want a good smile, you know what I mean? I am positive about it, and there's a little bit of me that actually, I think just because I've been working on my sort of internal issues that I've had, you know, sort of not feeling 100% happy with sort of some of the stuff I've done in the past, and you know how I feel about myself and my looks in general. You know, I'm just trying to lead a better life and stuff, you know what I mean? Since I've been doing that, like self-development, that's what I'm trying to pick at. Since I've been doing that, you know, I feel a damn sight better about life and about me and about everybody else and about, you know, the world and the universe and all that gash. Things are a lot happier, and everybody's noticed that I seem a lot happier. So my teeth are not the biggest deal in the world anymore. Do you know what I mean? They're really not. And anybody who really makes it a big deal, like external stuff, you know, in my books aren't the sort of people that I want to be sort of associated with anyway, because, you know, our looks change over time. We all get older. Do you know what I mean? So it's a personal thing, you know, not, it doesn't really matter what anybody else thinks, it's how you think, you know what I mean? So I'll see at the end. This is part of the video, it's part of the journey, innit? We'll see how it goes. Like I said at the start, leave some comments, if you've got any questions, leave them. I'll do my very, very best to answer them as best as I can, or maybe even point you in the right direction to get some better advice. But yeah, I mean, I really thank you for watching. It's been interesting seeing the comments and seeing all the analytics of the videos to see when people are turning off and turning on. So I hope I'm doing a good job. If you've got any comments or queries, just leave it down and see if we can, if I can make some adjustments. I like my teeth are going to be adjusted in a minute, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, peace.